Alright, what is up, you beautiful people? And welcome back to another Direct Strike Weekly Brawl tier list. Looks like one of our Brawl modifiers comes with a Tychus hero. We got some stim. Oh, we got a lot of money. Hold on, let me make use of that money first. Our Abathur's not really that great with the stim opener, but that's okay. We can manage that. We got Vega here. Hopefully my little Swarm King can keep us up here. And we also got Stockpile, so we just got a ton of money. Neural disruption device sounds like it could be good, but let's see. Kind of want the adaptive plating first because I want my roaches to be extra tanky. Oh, wow! Sam is just gonna get completely slaughtered here, but Sam's also gonna completely counter my Vegas, so that's a little unfortunate. Looks like we are against Nova. Oh my God, this guy got Sam again. Let's see, playing that Dominion Trooper. I think we're joined here by Glowpike. I think Glowpike is right here. We just faced off against him. He's in the Wuju's clan. At this point, there's so many of you guys, I've actually just lost track. So against Nova, I can beat Nova's tanks with ease. So I'm not gonna be too worried. I think I'm just gonna get some more roaches. Maybe I'll assemble a line of roaches first. Nah, I'm gonna go tier 2 now. Let me get a biomechanical transfusion. Actually, I should probably get the hydraulic bile because he has a Sam, and Sam is very vulnerable to that bonus light damage. And with the stim, it's going to be pretty strong. Actually, Rainer Marauders are going to be pretty nasty to deal with this week. Oh, I stole that Marauder commando, boys. Vega's going to go down though, but that's okay because the rest of the squad is just chilling here. Queen's going to be healing up. Oh, there's a Stukov, and there's a supply bunker. Telltale signs of a Manx. So, I don't know, maybe I should put my Vega a little bit further back. I don't know. Vega's gonna lose to Sam every single time. Like, there's no way. Sam's, like, grenade is just too strong. Stolen Aegis Guard, though. Ooh! Oh my God, that big lag. What the heck happened there? What is that lag, boys? Anyways, we have that middle income. Grab an extractor here. Ooh, if only Rainer got a Vega too. I just realized I gotta place down my defensive structures here. So it's better to place them off to the side because the bunker has a lot of DPS at the front. I learned that recently too, because I'll be honest, it just seems to make sense to put it in front of the bunker to protect it, you know. But you do kind of want the bunker to take a little bit of attack damage because while they're here, the bunker can't really attack the enemies too nicely. There we go. I'm gonna get some tunneling claws. Oh, we got a shotgun coming out here. I'm gonna drop a men. Nova went for some Glowpike here with some Yoga Pants Marines. Yoga Pants Marines, by the way, are no match for roaches. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself some Ravagers because Ravager artillery, they got a little bit more pricier. 5 more. They cost 5 more, and they don't. Their corrosive bile comes out like there's like a 2-second increase in the cooldown. So, safe to say they got nerfed. I don't know if they got, like, giga nerfed. They definitely aren't as strong as they used to be, I can tell you that. They used to be a little bit cracked. So I think I want the bloated bile ducts. Yeah, definitely this week is going to be an aggro week. Because, like, Rainer's going to be up there in terms of how powerful he is. Like, look at that. He just plowed through that entire Stukov wave like it's nothing. And hey, it's a Hellbat Ranger. You know what Hellbat Rangers are, boys? They're light units. I mean, they can stun, I suppose. Oh, I stole it! Oh, man. Oh, man, that was beautiful. Vega's actually low-key pretty good. Pretty good, boys. I don't know. If only my Vega could survive for long enough, I could steal another unit here. Yeah, the Hellbat Ranger getting stolen. I was like, oh man, my roaches are gonna get stunned, but I guess not. We got Manx here. Manx and Rainer on my team. That's some giga aggro here. Giga aggro. Bunkers I think will be okay at like tanking, but like he has to get through this. And like Rainer Bio just melts through this, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Like the fire bats themselves are just gonna be really good. Oh man. Thing of beauty, boys. Oh yeah, we're also gonna have our 3,000 subscriber live stream special coming up this week. It's gonna be at a really awkward time for people who are in NA though, because it's gonna be on a Tuesday night, technically a Wednesday morning if you are gonna be technical. And by Wednesday morning, I mean 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. I think it's gonna be kind of awkward for my European friends too. Actually, is it? It's gonna be like morning basically. It's gonna be like breakfast with Wujus or something, because it's like a 6 to 7 hour difference. So it's gonna be like 7 a.m. and until 10 p.m. I mean 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. And if you're like somewhere in like Central Europe or something, like France, Germany, England, might be like 1 hour earlier. It'll be a little awkward. But I don't really have time on the weekends anymore because I teach all the time. So there's that. I think it'll be the most awkward for my friends down under, I think, because Australia, I think, is like exactly 24. I mean, not 24. 12 hour difference, I think. I don't know. Hey, we got some Banshees coming out here. Well then, we can easily make do against those things. You know, I think if I can get Vega to get the, what is it, side projector? If I can get Vega to get a side projector, that'll be hilarious. And then I can get her to ground some units here. Sounds good. I'm gonna go for another gas here, but I gotta deal with that Banshee. I think. But yeah, if I get Vega with the side projector, that could be great. Vega on the side projector here, just gonna bring those Banshees to the ground. I think I'll need some Vipers though. I'm gonna want them to just incinerate some units. But I'm probably not gonna biomass the Vipers. I'll probably just want to biomass these guys. So let me just do that. Now the question is, can I stack up Toxic Nests like I can stack up Mag Mines? That's a very good question. I don't know if it's functioning as intended. Okay. Boom. The Ravagers are just gonna destroy them. Oh man, the Banshees getting grounded actually means my Roaches counter them, which is actually a beautiful thing. Ground, man, Vega's actually really good with my comp right now. At least until there's, you know, too many aircraft for her to handle. But I think her cooldown comes off really quick, so it's like not really that bad. The stimmed up Warhounds, by the way, are really good. They shoot once every half a second, basically. That's crazy. And they're gonna smash through those bunkers like they're nothing. Require more minerals, boys. I'm gonna slam another one of these guys down here. I guess Rainer's not gonna answer these Banshees with anything. I don't know, I suppose. I mean, I can keep taking care of him, I suppose. I don't know. Boom. The Ravager Blasts are just a little too much. The Banshee's getting grounded here. Those Roaches actually being hard counters. Oh, we got some Mutalisks coming out here from Manx. Ravager Blasts are still coming out here full force, but they're hitting most of the units that are right in front. So this tells me that I could actually use some more Roaches, I think. Am I gonna buy some Vipers? Maybe. I'm just gonna have tier 3 available, so like I can do so whenever I want to. You know, I can stop whenever, boys, or something like that. Anyways, it's every 5 minutes I think I get a Toxic Nest, right? It's 300-second cooldown. Yeah, it's every 5 minutes. I have to wait until like 10 minutes into the game or something like that. Actually get another Toxic Nest. Anyways, oh, but these Nova Banshees should be very effective against this Rainer Bio wave here. Rainer Bio just simply does not have enough juice to get through this. I'm gonna up my weapons to max because max weapons, boys. Oh my god, that one Marine here is just gonna eat it. He just ate it, boys. I just realized I don't have any protection. Classic, boys. The field when Vega can never be a detector. Oh man. Although apparently my weapon upgrades here have leveled up Vega's weapons, so maybe I can level up Vega's health as well by getting her some armor upgrades actually. Let's see. So I'm gonna space out my Ravagers now a little bit. Maybe I should make my Roaches a little bit more symmetrical. Just, you know, increase the width of that line. Put down our Queen here. I'm not gonna biomass Queens because they're just a really bad choice against Nova because her ghosts just hard counter you. They just drain all the energy and your Queens are just like useless. Raynor has got some Marines, and those Marines are just plowing right through. Hey, there's a tank. So, against Abathur... Oh, wait, I need to test this out. So Toxic Nest. No, I can't double stack him if I click fast enough. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Nothing lost here anyways. Did I steal that? I don't know what I stole. Oh, I think I did. Did I steal that Sky Fury? I'm not quite sure. Oh, man. That Manx Wave kind of clobbered us, but that's okay. We're going to plow right through this Manx Wave here. And, hey, you see those... See, as soon as your opponent brings out the tanks, Abathur is honestly the perfect counter to tanks. He just has the say no to tanks move, also known as buy a bunch of Vipers. I only have 2 of them right now, but actually, you know what? These Warhounds are gonna end the game. Oh, okay, okay, it's a little close. I'm gonna mend Raynor's units here, boys. Let's go. I'm gonna mend it again, boys. Mend to victory. If you guys can get your tanks up and running in time this week, though, oh man, those mends definitely won us the game. But if you can get your tanks up and running, though, this is definitely gonna be pretty good. Look at the Viking in mid-transformation. That looks so cool. Where did the legs come from? Like, there's no way the Viking stores that much, like, mechanical stuff inside its current, like, body carapace. Anyways, let's look at the overview. I definitely did not do a lot of damage. I mean, Abathur does not do a lot of damage, and even with the stim, he's more of a take a lot of damage and then like keep pushing through kind of commander. But, you know, not too bad here. Glowpike, you're actually doing quite a bit of damage. All right, so that was actually kind of quick, and I actually kind of like Abathur this week, so we're going to go for round 2 before we... All right, we're back, and this time we got Glowpike on our team now. Oh, we got a Sam opener. Oh, that is juicy. Okay. Well, I just gotta make sure Sam's a little bit protected here, and then we should be fine. I mean, Sam's gonna be able to take up basically every other guy. Tychus mercenary. And let's see. I'm gonna get the adaptive plating. I want my roaches to be thick. Let's see what's Glowpike going as. Glowpike is Zagara. We're gonna go for a rush here. Oh, you got Alarak? Okay, we gotta hold it down, boys. Like Alarak and Zagara. I mean, I think Zagara with some stimmed lings this week actually isn't too bad. Oh. It's a Sam on Sam action here. This is literally just the exact same matchup as last time. Alright. Well, I know I can always confidently win against Nova, I think. I don't know. Abathur does a pretty good job. Oh, there's 2 Novas. Double Nova. What does it mean, boys? Probably means I should put my Sam back here. Down on Earth. Put down a few more queens. Although I think I should probably just ignore the queens at this point and just keep slamming roaches. I can put my queens at the front. There we go. Boom, boom. A little bit closer to the front. Now my Ravagers right behind that. So I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for that. We're gonna need to. I need to Ravager tech up basically right away. Although I do want the Hydroiotic Bile. Alarak here tanking for Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake gonna go almost cut through that entire cannon. I don't know what all these defenses are doing back here, but they're definitely not in the right place. Hey, we got some Marauder Commandos coming in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we'll still beat them. Yeah, like slowing the attack speed is gonna be really potent. Oh my god. Some giga frame rates getting dropped here. They might just be the lag. Oh my god. More Marauder Commandos coming in. Oh, Cav here gonna get taken out. I think some Zerglings would be very useful actually against them. I just wish Abathur had access to those. I can keep slamming roaches, but they're gonna kind of lose. I can slam roaches into a transition. Like maybe Mutalisk? Oh, I could maybe do Mutalisk. Oh my god. Speak of the devil, boys. Are these Kerrigan Mutalisk? No, they're Abathur Mutalisk. Oh, okay. Because I'm pretty sure my Mutalisk just counter Nova pretty effectively. Especially because she's invested in Marauder Commandos like that. Like, the only thing that counters the Mutalisk would have to be like, whatchamacallit? Some, maybe Ravens? You don't really want to build Ravens this week either, so... There we go. Alright, let's go Mutalisk time. Let's get some Mutas on here. I think I'm going to forego my second gas for a little bit, because I want to try and desperately push back out and win it here, because both my allies here are going to be a little bit in need of assistance. I think I'm going to get like enough mutas to cause some severe havoc, but I'm not going to go deep into the mutalist flock. I don't know. Alarak here just going to get nailed by all those units here. Oh, this muta didn't make it out. That's okay. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. I want Vicious Glaive, not Rapid Regeneration. I could care less for Rapid Regeneration. There we go. Vicious Glaive here is going to be hella expensive. We got some Marines here. Oh man. I got initial contact damaged into the ground there. Sundering Glaive. Okay, well, I'm going to do a little swap up here. Get some Mutalisk going. Although it is 4 minutes, I think we gotta gas now. I feel like anything later than that is like just not ideal. We're kind of stable. It's not like we're winning super hard, but it's definitely not like we're about to lose super hard sort of deal. I'll put one of these things down here. Alarak is gonna lose to Mutalisk though. That is one problem. Like, he needs Ascendants against those Mutalisk. And he needs so many Ascendants because they're Abathur Mutalisk too. Like, Mutas just beat up Alarak so badly. It's almost like the Karax matchup. Except Alarak kind of actually has an answer to them. So the Queens are just going to get clobbered here. I'm going to get the Vicious Glaive. My Roaches here are just going to get nailed pretty hard. He has too many Marines, actually. Maybe I gotta... No, I think the Marines will eventually lose. I just gotta have enough of them. Oh my god, that Ab was slapping down. He was just swinging. See how fast he was attacking? Anyways. Oh, we got some ghosts sniping here. I think our base is gonna lose. Is gonna take a few hits. Yeah, it's gonna take a significant number of hits. Okay. Maybe Ravagers would have been better here, but we'll see. Because I'm about to fly into this muta flock. It's gonna be a muta on muta action here. I might need some Devourers or something like that. Actually, no, I could just get some Vipers. I just need to get tier 3 though. That's the only thing. Get some Tunneling Claws here. Oh man, my Roaches don't stand a chance. Oh, jeez. Here we go. I don't know. I'm gonna keep leaning into mutas. I think eventually we'll win. Eventually we'll win, right? That's the mutalist theory. At some point, you just hit an ideal point of number of mutalisk, and then you win. And then you win. Right now, that ideal point is not. Can Alarak overcharge Toxic Nest though? Dealing 125 damage. Wait, those things do 125? It doesn't even kill the Zealot though. I'm a little bit sad about that. There we go. Come on, give me another one. Give me another one. There we go. Put down our Mutalisk. Oh no, is that a Leviathan? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna drop a fatty mend here. Leviathan's actually gonna be a little problematic here. All of my mutas with stim, I guess, are just gonna take care of business. I'm gonna level up my flyer attacks. There we go. I mean, apparently the Marines are still a little too strong here for me. I don't know if I should just biomass. Or I could get more. I don't know. I feel like I've gone in too deep now. It's like sunk cost fallacy. I'm in too deep. We just gotta keep going. Oh man. Now the question is, should I biomass these guys? Oh my god. I shouldn't, but also I should. Vicious Glaive bounces 6 times, 100% damage to armored. Oh, there's a Devourer. Uh-oh. That might be a bit of a sunk cost here. We'll see here. I mean, if anything, the Leviathan from the enemy Abathur was a bit of a mistake, I would say. I would have just gotten a Viper. Vipers would just dominate. There we go. I think what I need is some Vipers, because Nova's Wave is... If I could just prevent the Marines from attacking, we're golden. We're golden. But right now, we're in a little bit of trouble. Well, that's okay. It's not like we're gonna lose yet, but we're definitely not in a great spot. I mean, because like Glowpike here is just clearing one of the waves decently. It's just Cigar's gonna struggle a little bit. I think we really need more Zerglings out on the battlefield, but I don't know. Currently, things aren't looking too bad. Because Zerglings will really just rush down these units. And since I'm against the Abathur, what's probably going to happen is there's going to be a bunch of Vipers coming in next wave. And then I'm going to get completely clapped. No, that's a Brutalisk. That is, well, not what I expected. I'll say that. There we go. So these Mutalisks on there take the L. And then, yeah, don't build big units this week if you're playing... Because big units aren't great when you're trying to stim up here. That's a lot of Marines. Can't wait to hit them with the Viper, boys. There we go, the Viper's coming in. I think I'll put the Vipers on one side maybe, because this side tends to connect a little bit later. This side just flies right in there, so yeah, just put all the Vipers on one side and see what happens. Maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. We're about to find out. Now in terms of biomass, I do have 9 biomass. I think I'm just gonna biomass the Mutalisk that connect here. So there we go. Get some biomass up in here. I know I never biomass anything besides Ravagers, but I think this time we'll need to biomass these bad boys. Because 480 health Mutalisk are nothing to laugh at. Okay, they grab those guys. Yeah, the Biomass Mutas are gonna tank like champions. Oh my god. Get her out of here, boys. There's a bunch of ghosts here. You cannot be serious. Where's my micro... Not my micro... Where's my Blinding Cloud? I ran out of energy for Blinding Cloud. Oh my god. Okay. Disabling Cloud. Sorry. Alright. Well, maybe I just need some more Vipers. No, I only got 2. So I can't get too mad at them. You know, the more Vipers you have. Because as soon as my Vipers start coming in, I think we should be fine. My single Overseer is definitely not going to survive. I'm just going to live on scans for a little bit. And then maybe live on scans for a little bit. Lives on scans for the rest of the game. And then afterwards, like, we can just get some stuff going. Alarak's got his own Mutalisk, but these Mutalisks, unfortunately, are terrible against Abathur's Mutalisk. So... a little bit sad there. We're getting some grabs. Okay, so those Vipers over there just died. And totally out of energy. You know, maybe it's just the ghosts are feedbacking the Vipers. I think that might be it, boys. Am I getting feedbacked? Well, not feedback, like EMP blasted. Like I have to be getting EMP blasted. I don't know what else it is. 1, 2, 3. And then, so let's see. Snipe this, boys. I don't know anymore. We're slowly making some headway. But this is definitely going to be a bit of a slog here. We got some Nova shields coming out. There we go. We got some more Mutalisk here, but I probably shouldn't get too many more, or at least not like in a flock like this. I got 3 Overseers here. Maybe that'll finally be enough Overseers. There we go. We got some Blinding Clouds coming through here. And I definitely need more Vipers. That is the verdict. I need more Vipers. They're out of energy. They're out of energy by the time I get to this wave. Oh man. Alright, whatever. I'll just put some Vipers in the back. It's never a bad thing. So the amount of Vipers I have is currently still insufficient. That's okay. Just a matter of time. So 1, 2, 3. Let's put that another one of these there. There's still a few ghosts. Oh, you can overcharge the Toxic Nest. There we go. It's a structure. It says structure on it. I guess you can do it. Alarak with a bunch of Alarak's chicken nuggies or Alarak's simps. To run forward here. My life for ire. I can get enhanced hostilities kits. Enhanced hostility kit or something for Sam. I don't know. Viper's grabbing Mutalisk. Really not a fan of those. I'm gonna drop a fat mend here so we can survive through the enemy AoE here. There we go. My Vipers still have a little bit of juice left in them. There we go. Disabling Cloud coming out on some of those Marines. That's a lot of Marines still. I probably should have actually went Ravagers. Those Marines are free Ravager. Yep. Oh man, devastation. It's just a matter of time, I think, before Glowpike's wave starts getting a little too strong. So I'm just gonna afford Glowpike some room to scale, and we should be fine. I'm just gonna get another Viper over here. Boom, 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 boom. Get some more Vipers over here. And then I'm gonna keep slamming down some mutas. I think I'm gonna slam down some mutas in the back. I don't know. We gotta get a mutaflock going. I do have 5 of this. By the way, biomassing a Devour I feel like is just a terrible decision overall. I don't know. I've never found that they've been good. Like, I mean, I guess they're good in some situations, but yeah, biomassing them just does not hit right, boys. There we go. Blinding Cloud coming out here. This entire wave is now disabled, but my Mutalisks are not hitting hard enough still, because the Marines are light, I suppose. So it's like, you know, no matter how much, like, I don't know. So you know what? I think I should probably actually just add some Ravagers into the wave. It doesn't seem like a bad idea. Maybe I get some stimmed Guardians, actually. Problem is the Guardians just have nothing to hit, so they're just going to run right past everything. So yeah, I'm just going to get some Ravagers in here. Old Faithful. Old Faithful. The Ravager. Let's get some more. Can I get a third one? There we go. I'm going to have to, like, get some bloated bile ducts there. Because the Ravagers are good against the Mutalisks, kind of, if they're not, like, moving anywhere. Because the mutas do clump pretty hard. I like how the abduct is just coming out of nowhere, grabbing individual mutalisk here. Look at that potent bile. There we go. I'm gonna drop a fatty mend here. I mean, the overseers are actually drawing a lot of aggro. As long as I can shrink this Nova wave to be smaller and smaller each time, that is my goal. That Nux Storm, though, is going to be quite effective to balance out some of the weaknesses here. But Kev here is going to... If Kev has hand munitions, he could actually do like a good job against all those guys there. It is 16 minutes, though, and they have had middle income for quite some time. I think I should probably just gas. So I'm going to gas after this guy, I guess. I'll put this Ravager down here. I think it's time to get some Ravagers. Oh, enemy Abathur has some Ravagers as well. Did one of my Vipers survive? Or are those enemy Blinding Clouds? Oh no, those are enemy Blinding Clouds. There we go. I'm gonna drop a mend here. The Muta bounce. Oh no. Cooldowns. The enemy of all my casters. Oh man, but those Banes connecting. Oh, that's a lot of abs surviving. They're gonna wail on that siege tank. Ooh. Oh man, this is Zagara time. It's Zagara hour, boys. There's only a few tanks left. That's a really good sign. It's just showing that it's showing the inevitability of Zagara. I am inevitable. Some purple guy with the glove. There we go. Oh, give me another one. Go for some more Ravs. I think I could probably fill up my center with some Reapers as well. I mean, not Reapers, Vipers. But yeah, let's see. Enhance hostility. You know what? I'm kind of curious. I kind of just want to get some of this gear for Sam. I'm actually not quite sure if it's going to be effective or not. Enhance hostilities kit here. I'm going to get it. I mean, every time he shoots, he's got stim, right? So every time he shoots, he's just going to get even stronger. I think that was a bad mend there. The Leviathan's surviving. Oh no. Well, big impact there. There we go. Ab's just gonna slam their way through those tanks. Like, eventually the Hellbat Ranger is not gonna be good enough. But let's see. Let's put this down. Probably gonna get another Viper or so. I probably should actually upgrade the attack damage of my ground units, actually, because I have so many of them now. It's kind of uncharacteristic of me to not do that. I usually only upgrade my attack damage. Oh, he has 3/3 on his armor, so you know what? Let me upgrade my air armor first, because I do want to be able to keep up with that. Having 3/3 on that air armor does make a difference. Drop a fatty men here so we can get through that. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Okay, the wave getting disrupted here. Sam grenade coming out on my units. It's mostly Marines, and these guys are really clumped. It's like they're just ready to get harvested by these abs. So yeah, that's actually not too bad. There's an invisible Nova somewhere. Oh man. That's a lot of Banshees, actually. Okay, I'm gonna put another Ravager down here. I'm just gonna get him to switch spots here. Boom. Boom. Put him at the edge. Put that down over there. Get some more evolved flyers. Get some more evolved flyer carapace. Let's get some ground weapons going. Let's get some ground weapons going. My lack of ground weapons is not doing me any favors here. I'm gonna mend through that. Basically just gonna be using mend for everything here. Actually my Ravagers are just running forward, so it's kind of not that great. And all I have left are the Mutalisk. Trying to fend off all these units here. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that the Marines are countering me so well. I guess these aren't Kerrigan Mutalisks that do full damage to everything that they hit. Oh man, but you can see those Banshees are just tearing it up here. They are tearing it up. Maybe I just do need a Brutalisk just to escort these units out, like into the field. Yeah, I don't think my Vipers are good enough here. Crooked Sam here with apparently air weapons. Give him armor, I think. I'm assuming it's air weapons. Like, oh my god, those Ravagers just ran up there. Or did they get grabbed? I don't know. I cannot tell. The tanks are getting grabbed to the front here. I don't really have any units left here. But I mean, the tanks getting grabbed to the front, I guess, helps out Glowpike here a little bit. There's less hidden tanks in the back. Ooh. The Hall decoys are going to be really tough for Zagar to get through here. And there's a Nova here just hidden. Obviously, she can't be seen. Yeah, I'm gonna need a few Brutalisk, I think. I just need something in the front to take the hits. So move the queens back a little bit, and then let's put that in our queen for symmetry, and then we'll buy it. We'll buy a Brutalisk soon. Soon TM. Alarak's wave just gets beaten up by these Mutalisks, but at least he's made a significant dent into. Okay, enemy Mutalisks flying in and just getting clobbered here. Devourers I don't think are too good into Mutalisk. At least not like this few of them, you know. Unfortunately, my Blinding Clouds are kind of useless now. I mean, I don't know. There we go. Put down one single Brutalisk at the front. I'm just a little frustrated that I can't get through this Nova Wave. I probably just need more Ravagers. The solution to large crowds is more crowd control. So yeah. If anything, I'll put the Ravagers stacked up here. I think because like I have them in the line, they're just all shooting their Bow Blasts all at once. And I don't have enough of them that I can, like, you know, get their Bow Blast to stagger. That's what I want. And I guess they're also just dropping their Bow Blast on like whatever they see. But anyways, yeah, Sam with his enhanced hostility. I think I kind of want to get Sam with his Pro Cyron Shade Suit. The Shade Suit should be quite helpful for Sam, actually. I'll keep him alive a little bit longer here. I'm going to drop a men here because there's a lot of parasitic bombs everywhere. I'm a little bit... Drop 2 mens on that one. A little bit worried. I think actually most of my mutas are dead. Oh no, there's still a few of them. But my Vipers are all out of energy. They're all out of... My Vipers just dropped a bunch of parasitic bombs and was like, alright, our job here is done. Shield's coming out here. Ooh. I mean, I think Glowpike here has to like basically try and push through 2 Nova Waves, and that's just a lot to ask for, even from a Zagara. I'm just sort of unable to make a dent here. I don't know. Maybe I need some Devours of my own, just to like face tank a little bit. Probably should do that. Do we have the Shade Suit? Yeah, so Sam has the Shade Suit. Hopefully I'll keep him topped up and alive a little longer. My Viper's just dropping parasitic bombs everywhere. I'm gonna drop a Mend on mine. Yeah, but I think I do need a Devour just to deal with his Devour. My Brulus is almost dead instantly. And the Ravagers, by the time they get here, have nothing in front of them, so they're just all dead. Yeah, so basically my wave just gets incinerated almost entirely by the enemy wave. So let's shift things up a bit. So I'm gonna put the Overseers like back here, back here, back here, and then I'm gonna try and get some Devours of my own. I mean, Stim Devours are still quite powerful. I think that's the thing I'm missing. Oh, we got tier 4 upgrades already. Man, this game ended up being hella long. What happened to Stim Rushdown? Oh my god, we got a Mothership. Motherships can beat Mutalisk, but you'll need a lot of them. And since there's a Mutalisk head start already, it's gonna be a little bit tough. But the Mothership's gigantic health pool is gonna at least do a few favors for us. Okay, enemy mutas are just getting turned into mincemeat here. But kind of so are mine, I suppose. The Ravagers sending out their blasts on the Leviathans. Yeah, my Vipers are just like, what do I do? I can't hit any of these units. That's a lot of Marines. Oh, and they're all just gonna get wiped. I think, did I have a Sam here? I saw a Sam die over there. There might also have been Nova. Enemy Nova Sam. Oh, we got some Ravens coming out here. There we go. I don't know. We got some 3 Devours. Give me some more Ravagers. Oh, I can Biomass this one. Let me do that. I don't know. The Biomass Ravagers are doing as much as they can, I suppose. There we go. I'm gonna go for that, and then we're gonna go for tier 4. Let's do some of that. I don't know. I'm gonna be a little bit behind on the tier 4 here. But I think if Alarak keeps getting Motherships, maybe we'll be fine. I think that's the idea. He's saving for him. That's a lot of Leviathans, though. Holy crap. That is a metric ton of them. And my ground units are just slowly trickling in, which means they don't just never have a fighting chance here against this wave. Yeah, because all I have left are these flyers. Yeah, they can cast and do stuff, but I guess I do group up this Nova Wave, but it would be better if I destroyed it in some part, you know. The abs are just going to plow right through. Eventually, even the Hollow Decoys are not going to be a match. You can see here the Hollow Decoys are going down. Yeah, eventually even Hollow Decoys are not going to be a match for Zagara's abs, so... it's just like, so you just have to try and end the game before that, but as long as we keep holding on, we should be fine. These Biomass Mutas here with a lot of kills, I suppose. There we go. Wow! That shield is huge. Is that shield on the Leviathan or the Devourer? Or is that on the... No, it's on the Brutalisk. It's on the Brutalisk. Okay, that makes more sense. But still. The Brutalisk shield hitbox is ginormous. What the heck? Oh, we got a Ravager Bioblast coming down. That's going to at least weaken some of these units here. I would have loved it if, you know, they did a little bit more damage there. Well, that's okay. Blinding Clouds here. Ah! I just need more Ravagers. I think that is the key. I simply do not have enough of them. Yeah, with more Ravagers means more Bioblast, which means more dead Nova units. So I'm going to try and just maybe have like a Ravager box at the back. Like just finish up a line. I don't know how effective that's going to be. But you can see here, Glowpike is eventually gonna allow us to win the game. Big eventually. There we go. Drop that down here. Looks like Alarak went for more Void Rays instead. I mean, I suppose that's not too bad. Void Ray Splash is okay. It's bad against Parasitic Bombs and Leviathans, but you know what? You know what? Maybe I should have told him. I don't know. Get some ground armor here. My ground armor costs a lot. What the heck? I'm gonna drop a Fatty Mend here. Some of my Vipers going down. Ooh, okay. We got some Ravager Blast hitting this Nova Wave, finally. Not killing many of them, though. Definitely injuring some. My Brutus was still alive. My Sam was still chilling there. I don't know. Just wish... I'm a little frustrated in my inability to destroy Nova's Wave here. But hey, at least I'm cleaving entirely through the enemy Abathur Wave, so there's that going on for us. But I guess with more strike weapons, I can get more CDR, and more CDR means more Bile Blast. More Bile Blast means we'll probably be able to get through this faster. Nova's Wave is, like, yeah, Nova Wave, this wave is basically reduced to nothing. And those tanks aren't really going to get too many shots off. Where's Alarak on his Empower Me, though? I have not seen him on his Empower Me. The Empower Me should literally just allow us to win, because he just empowers and then uses a Disruption Wave, and that just one-shots all these Mutalisks that are coming at him. And I have not seen that, so maybe I just wasn't not watching. But anyways, my large number of Vipers are just going to decimate all these units here. And then, uh-oh. Our Ravagers Bile Blasting the Nova units here? I mean, I guess they kind of are. Yeah, but then all I have left are these Flyers. And that's it. I guess I've collected everybody just perfectly. Look at that. Oh, man. I guess that's efficiency. Oh my god, those abs are just like, gimme, 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 gimme. Let me smash. Let me smash. And then they just come in there and they smash everything. Oh, this is very promising. Very, very promising. The Ravens are going down. I mean, there's still a few tanks left, but honestly, that's not much compared to what was left last time. So, we will eventually win, boys. Does Alarak have his Empower Me on, like, timing cast? Because, like, I just put that stuff on auto cast, man. Like, every, like, 6 minutes, you just, like, get super strong. And then, like, you knock everything back, you know? It's like, oh, damn, he's strong. And then, that's the end of that. Okay. I don't think that... I think my units are... Enemy Abathur is actually, I think, throwing. Like, my units are barely getting hurt. Really. Realistically. And his units are just... Actually, I lost most of my Mutalisks, I think. Yeah, actually, no. I guess I could use more Devours, but yeah, those abs are just like... Let me smash. They're reaching around, boys. Got that reach around. They're on the tanks. Oh, man. The devastation. The carnage. That carnage. Okay, I'm gonna give him a free scan here. Let's put down some more of these. Yeah, it's looking like I'm starting to lose the air battle, so I should probably pay attention to that. I think my Devour army is not strong enough. Actually, I don't know. Alarak's wave, though, is just getting completely destroyed. That's a lot of Devours, actually. I think that's probably why I'm losing the air battle. That makes a lot of sense. Devours are going to do that to you. Although, if my Ravagers land a few good blasts, they are punching through and, like, smashing a lot of these Nova units here. And then all the units I have left here, I guess, are dealing with this wave decently, but yeah, it's a lot of Devours, and I feel like I should try and contest those with something of my own. But yeah, like, my Ravagers have actually made a huge dent in that Nova wave, so that means there's more units for Glowpike here. I mean, more abs for Glowpike to use to just beat up this formation here. Leviathans are so expensive, though. Oh, jeez. I think I'm just going to go for some more Devours of my own. Don't think I really need the Leviathans. And then actually the Queens staying back to fight, it's actually kind of helpful. So I might just get some Queens. because the queens do have that anti-air attack. And I do have my Ravager box fully completed now. So now I just gotta fill in all this intervening space in the middle with Ravagers, I suppose. Because my Ravagers are just destroying. Oh, Alarak is gone. How is that gonna change things? Uh-oh, we got some Liberators coming in. Liberators coming in could be bad, actually. We'll see here. Marauder Commando's just capping that guy. Uh-oh. But now that means we need some Scourge or something like that. I don't think Zagara Air can handle Abathur Air. That's the only question. We might be screwed with Abba Air. Because enemy Abathur Air is going to be a little bit strong, I think, because the Muta Bounce. Let's see. How do I handle this? It's not too bad. Oh, there's a Nux there. Oh, no. My Muta's going to go into his Mutas. Let's see. That does not look... that's a lot of Devours. I think I lose now. Alarak was actually softening up our opponents for us perfectly. Man, that Leviathan is attacking fast. What the heck? Somebody stop that guy. I guess that somebody's gonna have to be me. Oh, wait, but Zagara drive-by. Zagara drive-by. Zagara drive-by. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. Oh, because Abathur has so many air units, he's got nothing on the ground. He's got nothing on the ground. Alright, boys. We held out just long enough for Glowpike to win that game for us, baby. Glowpike here, unsurprisingly, doing huge amounts of damage. And, I mean, you know, I did take a lot of damage. You know, that's sort of the Abathur thing. And, hey, shout out to Guahan Ghost. Well, let's go into the tier list. Well, actually, let me put a heart out here, and then let's go into tier list. All right, and we are back. Let's get right into a game plan. Same as always, look at the auras, overall strategy, and then the commander rankings. Let's rock. If you guys made it this far and you guys are not yet sub, be sure to drop a sub. We are at 3,000, but we can always march on ahead to 3,500. Let's go. So Brawl modifiers, as we saw, we have Stockpile, which starts us off with a lot of money. We have Homebrew, which gives us a lot of stim and HP regen, and we have Heaven's Devils, which starts us off with a random Tychus hero. So I think the overall strategy is going to be, you're just going to have an aggressive rush down early on. And if you can survive, you can transform into a late game siege transition, or you can either you can try to survive, or like your rush down doesn't work and you don't win the game within 10 minutes, then you can always make that transition. So here's how I think it's going to stack up. So in the S tier, we have commanders who are good in the rush down phase, and I think they'll also do very well in the transition phase. So Manx, safe to say with the rush down, you can get boys, warhounds, lings, great combination. You can slap an Aegis Guard in there, and then if you want to transition, you can go for some tanks. And tanks with stim are going to attack super fast. So overall, I think Manx probably has the best. I would say he probably has the best chances of like having a high win ratio. I don't know if you care about that, but yeah. Next, we have Raynor. Raynor's early rush down is going to be insane. The late game transition might be a little bit worse off for Raynor bio on the ground, but if you go swap into like a dominate the skies Vikings sort of style, they're going to be even stronger this week because the Vikings are going to attack even faster. Before, like, their one weakness was that they took a long time to attack, but now they attack super fast. And you could also go for like stim tanks. I don't know if I prefer that. I think I would rather prefer maybe just keep slamming down bio. I don't know. Dahaka actually I think is going to do really well. I think if you open Ravasaur aggro, I think might be good. Ravasaurs actually get melted by other guys, but I think it's like if you go like Ravasaur, Dahaka himself, and then you can always switch into like just slamming down Ultralisk, Igniter, Ultralisk, and then like backing them up with Ravasaurs. I think that can be very powerful. If your opponent decides to fight you in the air, though, you might be a little bit out of options because I don't think Dahaka's anti-air is really good. So yeah, but I think if you force your opponents to deal with your ground units hard enough, you could probably bypass that, probably. In the A tier, we have commanders who I think are also going to be really strong. They might struggle a little bit here and there, but they definitely can make a good late game transition. They can definitely have a very powerful opener as well. So Haunted Horror's opener, I think, might be a little bit strained, a little bit hard. You could go Hellbats, or you could go Reapers. I almost said Reavers. Reapers. And you could do a spicy transition by selling everything off and then going for some stimmed Asteria rates, which is going to be really nasty. Your opponent should probably predict this, or you should also watch out for this if you are playing against Haunted Horror. Next, Nova Bio, I think, opens up pretty nicely. Marauder Commandos can destroy basically almost every other guy. Bio opener, it's just that like the transition might be a little shaky, and you might lose to, I think, Rainer and Manx if they run at you. But your transition in the late game is going to be really solid. With if you go like say a DFG build, your tank's going to be stemmed up. They're going to have extra range. They're going to be super powerful. Tychus, I think, if you high roll and get double Tychus, is actually pretty crazy. You're going to do a lot of damage. The hard part is figuring out how to do your transition properly. I think you can try and just like force out an end to the game, or like ASAP, but if you cannot do so, like it's going to be a little bit spicy because your opponents are going to be slamming you down with a lot more DPS than you can dish out normally. So yeah, maybe Tychus might actually deserve to be a little bit lower, but like the potential, like the high roll potential, I think just deserves to put him in a slot here, because Tychus grenade is now no longer tied to a global cooldown, which means Tychus can throw 2 grenades back to back, which is crazy. I think Abathur is also going to be really good. Abathur's got a decent early game opener with the roaches. They will slow your opponent's attack speed, and they're quite cheap and affordable. And so while they themselves do not have the highest DPS, they can prevent DPS, which I guess is still just as good as having DPS. And then you transition decently into Ravagers, and you can transition to air as well. I think Guardians might actually be a little bit better this week. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I think like I'll just have to be relying on Ravagers, which don't benefit too much from the stim, but it's still not a bad transition, especially because you have Mend, and you can Mend not only on your waves, but on your allies' waves as well. So it could be very critical to ending that game early. Now in the B tier, we have a larger roster, because I think these commanders will do decently well, either in the early and or the late, or they're missing out on something. Actually, not something too critical though, but like they'll do decently well. So Stukov, I think you can't really do bunkers this time because bunkers are really expensive. I mean, I don't know, because bunkers, like you'll get DPS down, but maybe you can get 2 bunkers out, and that might be really good. Because the bunkers also do a lot of damage, but because they're just one single target, they go focus down faster. But then when they split up into the Marines, then maybe it might be better. But it might be better to go like Jumpy Boys and then bunkers. I think your late game transition, if you fight your opponents on the ground, your siege tanks will be very good because they just keep spawning Explodey Boys. But it's just a price tag issue in getting there. If your opponents decide to fight you in the sky, Stukov is a little bit out of options. Like you have Alexander, but like that's about it. Liberators are only good against small clumping air units. If your opponents have some long range, high damage air units, you know, like Vikings of any sort, you're gonna be a little bit of trouble. Stetman, I think you can just go raw Banelings. I think there's not really much that can hold up against that. The only issue is like your transition becomes like, okay, now what do I do? You could just keep, I feel like just slamming Banelings this week is not that great. You do need some units that actually do DPS, and Stetman doesn't really have any of those units on the ground, and I'm trying to think of them. Like Ultras can attack super fast and they're super tanky, but like that's about it. Hydralisk are really good against air units, but they're also super squishy, and I don't know, the DPS is okay. But like yeah, that's all I'm looking at. It's like Lurkers are good in theory. Focus Strike algorithm could be helpful, but I don't think it's gonna be good enough. So yeah, Stetman's like you don't really have anything to transition into. Like you're pretty powerful, I think, if you first start off, but like that's about it. Karax, I think, has a bit of a baby struggle when he starts off, because all you have access to are super thick sentinels, which is not too bad actually. They might be able to help like hold down some units, but I think you'd have to transition into like Colossus probably to try and hold out against your opponent's bio waves, which is what you're probably gonna be expecting this week. But the problem with Colossus is, once again, you need to build something to protect them. So you're probably better off doing Mirages, actually. I know this from experience because I built some carriers, and let's say that didn't end so well. But yeah, like I don't know, like they compete for airspace. So the late game transition is gonna be a little bit tough, but your stim Colossus are quite powerful, so they can just like beam through quite a lot of things. But yeah, it's a little bit of the Carax problem, I think. That keeps him from getting all the way up into like any higher tier, I think. At least for this week. And then we have Artanis. I think Artanis has a decent opener with spinning Zealots. You have to just run for tier 2 though. But his Zealots are pretty good. You can put the Guardian Shell in them, makes them into like baby like Carax Zealots. And he's got decent AoE in the form of Archons. And I think, I don't know, that's the only problem though. Like your late game transition, I think, has to become probably Dragoons actually. And or Phoenixes in large numbers to like counter your opponent's air units. But Tempests, if you can get to them, are very powerful because they attack super fast now, and that's generally a good idea to have like a large stacking unit, so like they survive the wave and they keep going. So yeah, there's that. I think just like making that transition will be a little bit harder because Dragoons are not the best against other high DPS units. They like just get melted. So you might have to get Immortals in order to like hold it down on the ground. Although I think Zealot's not too bad unless you're against someone who has lots of AoE against Zealots or Zerglings, you know, like Hellbats. So yeah. Next, I think Zagar is going to be really potent this week because she's going to have stim on all her units. So you could probably just go for like a pure hunter killer roach build or something like that. No explosives. I think the Zergling opener is not going to be too bad either because the Zerglings are going to have extra stim. You get adrenal glands when you hit tier 2. They're just going to be really powerful. But they do suffer from the fact that they are melee units. So probably hunter killer roach could be a very viable comp. Very powerful. And also because like your explosions don't really take advantage of the stim too much. So yeah, I think it's more of a matter of time. Zagar's opener is not going to be too potent compared to everybody else, but eventually Zagar is going to like pop off. Alarak, I think, is sort of like in the survive mode, I think, for this week. It's going to be a little hard because Alarak himself is the tank, and so you'll have to slam down chicken nuggets as you see fit based on like how much extra tankiness you need. His other units can't really help out. Like if you can somehow manage to like suddenly transition from like 3 minutes into the game into like 30 minutes into the game where you have like 20 Wrathwalkers with stim, then I'm pretty sure the game is in your hands at that point. But it's the process of getting there that is the struggle with Alarak, which I think was why it puts him in the B tier. Because this week you're going to be up against like Rainer Bio, Manx Bio, just lots and lots of aggro, maybe like Tychus too. Nova I've seen a lot of. And then so you're going to need a lot of chicken nuggets to survive, and then you have to also juggle like, you know, slamming down Vanguards or slamming down Wrathwalkers. I think I would suggest slamming down Wrathwalkers more so than Vanguards if you can help it. I mean, unless you're against a bunch of like swarming units, then you gotta slam Vanguards on the ground, because Vanguards don't survive as nicely because of their tiny range, whereas Wrathwalkers do. And I think stimmed Wrathwalkers can attack at like every like 1 second or something. They do 100 damage, so they got 100 something DPS, 120, 130 if you have max weapons. So safe to say it's very good. Just getting to a large enough number of them is the struggle, I think. In the C tier, I think we have commanders who either transition poorly or have a bad opener. I think for Phoenix, he has a very powerful opener. Like Phoenix, like Kaldalis is going to be taking names. And the only problem is like they're legionaries, so they're going to get knocked by like AoE melee units or something like that. So that's a bad transition, because like you transition into probably like, I don't know, carriers or Warbringer and other Colossus, but that's about it. Like you don't really have much else going for you. And I don't know, carriers are potent against opponents who don't really have like a anti-capital ship unit, or they're potent against people who don't have a ground unit that can deal with them properly, like Goliath problem. And Colossus you can basically just deal with again, another anti-capital ship unit, which I think almost everybody has access to in some way. So I feel like for Phoenix it's probably just gonna have to be carriers in some way. You could obviously just like, you know, go for pure legionaries and just see what happens. But you have to keep Kaldalis alive, because if Kaldalis is alive, he does like I think 3 attacks every 1 second, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's just transitioning is gonna be a little bit tough, so you might have to just go all in. I think it's kind of the same deal with Kerrigan actually. So Kerrigan's Hydralisk are really powerful this week. They're gonna like be hitting like 5 attacks every second. But then of course they're Hydralisk, so they're gonna get AoE down, or splashed down, or I mean it's the same thing, or outranged. So just trying to keep them alive and just keep pushing through. That is the one goal. And if you can do that, if you're against an opponent who cannot deal with that, you know, like cannot kill your Ultras fast enough or something like that, then you should be fine. But if not, then you're a little boned. So yeah. And finally in the D tier, we have two commanders who I think are just going to struggle overall, like early game and even the late game. So Swan early game, safe to say you have like what, Hellbats, Goliaths. I mean, Goliaths are decent DPS except when they get shot at, which they are going to get shot at this week. And then so maybe you got to try and transition. So Swan, you just need to build a strong front line. So I think this week you just like, you're going to need lots of Thors. The only problem is Thors cost a lot. They're also tier 3. You're probably dead by the time you get there, unless you put down stuff like Hellbats and Goliaths to just hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. I don't even know if you'll be able to get like tank transition, like to put in some tanks. Like it's gonna be super dicey, like even dicier I feel than like playing Alarak. And even if you do make it to the late game, I think you'll still get outcompeted by stuff like Mansk or Nova, or like maybe even Han and Horner, because grenade cars do a big number on all your ground units. But yeah. So it's going to be a little tough. It also depends on like which hero you get as well. Maybe the hero you get could carry you. Like if you get a Tychus, you just buy a bunch of Hellbats and like protect him. But yeah, it's a little bit of RNG there too. Next we have Vorzun. So Vorzun's opening is pretty tanky, but it's not tankiness that matters this week. It's damage dealing. Vorzun's damage dealing potential is not that high. So that's already a bit of a disadvantage. She's got a lot of CC though, but that's about all she has. Like her early game, you can't really rush anyone down. I mean, I guess you just buy a bunch of Centurions and be too thick to die, but then that comes to an end as soon as your opponent starts getting some sort of AoE. And then you'd have to transition into like increased attack speed Void Rays, which really isn't that much because Void Rays already attack quite fast. But yeah, I don't really have a good exit strategy. So it's like, you're just kind of stuck in the middle. So I don't think Vorzun's gonna be that good this week. So yeah, I feel like Vorzun's like always just a little scuffed-ish, a little bit. Unless like you have Aura, and then you can like increase her attack damage. Then she's really good. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about these commander rankings. Let me know if you guys think I missed something, or someone deserves to be higher, lower, why, or why not. And yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later.
The tires! Let's light some fires! Need a light. They picked the wrong fight.